In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light!
I am the Markman, and today we're going to unbox and review McFarlane's Collector Edition of the Green Lantern Corps. We have the regular version, who is the figure of Tomarei with the head of Abinsur, and the figure of Arcus Chumak with the head of Green Man. So this is the Platinum version. So are you ready? Then welcome to the Markverse. 2024 is the year of the McFarlane's Green Lantern Corps. I got most members of the Corps this year, and I appreciate the company doing the figures of other non-human members. I hope they continue doing this because definitely I would not stop collecting them either. So now let's take a closer look to see how they fare. I got this a month ago but was not able to review it. Again, this is Arcus Chumak with an alternate head of Green Man. While Tomarei with Abinsur, I just recently bought this. So, Tomarei is the Green Lantern of Space Sector 2813, who is from the planet Sudar. While Abinsur, who is the predecessor of Hal Jordan, was the protector of Sector 2814, is from the planet Ungara. Then Arcus is a Tumean from the planet of Tumi 6. He is the GL of Space Sector 3014, while Green Man is a GL of Sector 2828 from the planet Uxor. Let's start with Tomarei. I'm a little disappointed with the head paint of Tomarei. It looks rubberish. Well, the color's right, but I think a little more shading would make this better. Then for Abinsur, his face seems right, and we can also see wrinkles on top of his head. Now for Arcus. His hair on his head and face is nicely done. I like the sculpt. Then for Green Man, same thing. He has this wrinkled parts on his head and face. And at least McFarlane retained these skin tissues above his head. Now, if we compare the two, they have different costume designs. The color green extends to the shoulders of Tomarei. Then Arcus' trunks is entirely green. They also have different designs on their sides. And back. But aside from that, everything is the same. Their costumes have rough textures, except for their gloves and boots. Now, the green is a little flat. But don't get me wrong, I don't mind. But I wish they made it shinier. Then the GL logo. This is painted. And the ring, which is a requirement for any GL figures, they have it. Now, for Arcus and Green Man, I picture them both as bulkier compared to this body type, which is slimmer. It does not suit them. However, I do understand that since this is a platinum version, they just follow the body sculpt of Tomare. It's actually the same. In the cartoons, for Tomare, he is quite slim, but in the comics, I have seen him being muscular as well. So this body type I can consider accurate, especially for Abinsur. So now let's measure them. Let's start with Arcus. So he is around 7¼ inches. While for Tomare, he's around 7¾ So that is because of his fins on his head. Let's now check the articulation, starting with the head, down, up, then sideways. For the arms, lateral raise, forward, back. So actually you can move it 360 degrees. We have thigh swivel, then double jointed elbow, and full wrist motion. For the diaphragm, it's a little stiff, but at least we can move it. Same thing with the hips. Then for the legs, sideways, forward, back, no thigh swivel, but we have double jointed knee. And we can move its ankle in full motion with toe articulation. So that's the articulation of both figures. Let's now check their accessories. They have the same accessories, which is actually a lot. The usual base, then a card that shows the Green Lantern core, including the description of the core, and this stand. I'm glad that they did not just put the picture of the character of the figure alone, but the GL core, because I can put this in the front of my GL display. Then we have this Green Lantern power battery, which is translucent. Then 6 extra hands. The first one is a right hand for a flying pose. As you can see, there's the ring. Then a pair of fists. Within the right hand shows an energy effect coming from the ring. This is not bendable, so be extra careful not to break it. Then a pair of hands that is a little arch. And the best is this right hand with a translucent green blast effect from the ring. It's not bendable as well, so also be extra careful. Then this translucent energy shield construct, which we can use this port to attach to the wrist of the figures. So that's the accessories. Then the comparison. We have Jon Stewart, Kyle Rayner, and Hal Jordan under the possession of Parallax. Then Alan Scott becoming the Dread Lantern, Sinestro, and Atrocitus. Then Batman becoming a Sinestro Corps member, the evil Batman Dawnbreaker, and Batman as Batrocitus. And these are the Green Lantern Corps members. I'm glad that I got both of these figures. There's nothing much on their design and they are mediocre for me. But the value of these figures is its collectability, especially if you are a Green Lantern fan. You need this in your collection, and we already got a number of Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, and probably some more Kyle Rayner coming. Guy Gardner and Simon Bass are coming, and if we will still get more versions of them in the future. But for these core members, Tomare, Abinsur, Arcus, and Greenman, this might be the last time, or if not, it will be a very long time before they will again be offered as a Green Lantern. This is a must-have, and I hope McFarlane will still continue to offer more of a non-human GLs. So, if you like this video, click the thumbs up button, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to push that notification button since I publish new videos every week. Again, I am the Markman. Thank you for visiting the Markverse, and always remember to pay it forward with kindness.